Hey guys, this is J.K. White coming to you from the Baseball Rebellion. I want to illustrate to you guys the difference between a pushed medicine ball and a turn and released medicine ball. This is also a very effective training drill if done the right way for a lot of different reasons, but for our reasons today we will be talking about the actual release of the ball. Many of our guys are taught to push to extension. All right, so that extension is something that actively happens with the arms, and getting to extension is something that you want to try to achieve with an arm push, or arms at the ball, or hands at the ball. When people say hands, that really means arms. So this first medicine ball throw you're going to see here isn't really a throw at all, because it can't be thrown, it can't be turned, it has to be driven and then pushed. Okay, so we see myself right here pushing this ball, a 6-pound medicine ball down a 30-foot cage, and there's that giant push coming from that back side, driving off the back side like a lot of our guys are taught today with a good push. Okay, now the problem with the push is we know that we can't rotate. As you can see, the lack of rotation in my lower half, okay, and a very forced extension with this back arm with a forward upper body going towards the pitcher here. Okay, and with that push, okay, as I continue to kind of follow through forward, we can kind of see where the ball ends up, and I'm going to highlight this ball for you here and kind of path. This is kind of on the way down already. You can see the height of the ball up here somewhere, and then down through where I marked it. So that ball hit about the bottom of the cage. Again, it's a 30-foot cage, but that push, very little rotation at the end because I can't rotate. Okay, so going forward here, okay, the next throw is going to be the same pound ball, another 6-pound ball, and we're going to look at my body movement here. It's going to be pretty much the same until I decide that I want to turn. Okay, so I bring the ball back, kind of coiling up. Again, this is a little bit more of a drastic move now that I'm throwing a medicine ball. I'm not actually swinging a bat, but the mechanics are the same. Okay, the body movement's the same. I gain ground, and I begin to turn and let the ball go. Okay, so here's a turn of my body, turning my hips, turning my core, and I release. Okay, I'm releasing through the ball. Okay, I'm not pushing through the ball. Okay, if I drove off my back leg, I wouldn't be able to turn. We know that. Okay, and if we look at the height of this ball, it's almost kind of at the end of the cage, or excuse me, at the top of the screen, and we can see the difference in the height way up here now. Okay, and along with that comes a much better body position. I'm leaning back, got the good turn. You can clearly see it's baseball logo here on the back. Okay, so I got a full turn. All right, and we know from our other topics that we've learned about the baseball rebellion that that's what we want to do. And more to the point of the article, we want to feel this good release. Okay, guys, so we want to release this ball much like we release a ball when we throw. We don't push to throw. That's called shot putting. Okay, we're not shot putters. We create the energy back here behind us, as we read about, learned from our last article, and we just maintain, keep turning, and we let it go. Okay, guys, so once we get proper footwork down and start to really utilize our core and our lower half and turning our bodies, they can start to feel more of this release. And remember that we can't get a good release without a good footwork pattern and a good body movement pattern first. Okay, so let's get that footwork down. And then let's think about turning and releasing the ball or releasing the bat out towards the field, much like we see the big leaguers do. And a lot of the times we know, guys, that sometimes that bat comes out of those big guys' hands. And we know from ESPN, and maybe if you were at a live game sometimes, maybe that bat goes flying. And it doesn't just go, out towards the pitcher's mound and die. It's going out there past the infield, into the outfield, sometimes into the stands, and it can be very dangerous because that bat is still moving at high speed. So there you go, guys. Difference between a push medicine ball and a turned and released medicine ball.